so you want to make sure that you start with some sort of tail. Feed your machine so that your edge of your fabric is pretty close to the back of your presser foot. Then you're going to want to straighten these threads and gently pull them, because if you pull them too far, it's going to fold the edge of this fabric back. Gently pull them under your presser foot, and you may have to lift, over into the line of stitching, so that when this needle begins to do stitches, it catches this thread and it will lock it in place. And so continue serging into the edge of your fabric to where you want to end. Once you get close to the edge of your fabric, you're going to want to go just a stitch or two past your double needle. Not very far. You're going to want to lift your presser foot, pull gently, and that's going to pull it off of those double forks that are underneath your presser foot that are guides for the loopers. Pull it out to the side, flip it over to the reverse. You're going to be going back the way you came. And what you're going to do is avoid the knife, because you're going to end up cutting the stitches that you just did, or the loops that you just did. You can either turn your knife off, or once you do it a few times, you can kind of just butt it up against, but not under the knife. Then, of course, you're going to put your presser foot down and go back the way you came, just a few stitches. Not very far at all. I usually just do a couple of stitches. Lift your presser foot. This is called teeing off. Pull your fabric to the back. Again, it's going to pull it off of those forks, and then just press down and go. And that'll give you a clean edge. You can see I didn't get my loops right against my fabric, but that's okay. And of course, you can just use your knife to cut. But what this will do will secure your threads on each side, and the more you practice, the prettier it'll get. And see here, I've pulled too far. I've pulled too tight. When I pulled that tail back in the stitches, you just kind of have to practice and get a little bit familiar with it. And I should have stopped and pulled my stitches closer to the edge, but that's how you can secure your stitches without having to go to your regular sewing machine and do a zigzag or use an upholstery and thread them back through.